If you're a petrol head like me, then I'm sure you love the idea of dinner pole cars. And the older the better, surely, because they're simple, easy to fix, aren't they? Well, I've got the opportunity to buy a 1985 Porsche Carrara Whaletail Cabriolet. Hasn't been on the road for a little while. It's in a barn, and I'm going to go and check it out and see if I can buy it. Okay, so I'm on my way to hopefully purchase a 1985 Porsche Carrera convertible with a big whale tail. Technically, I could probably argue this is a barn find because it's in a barn, and I did find it, although it's only been in the barn 5 years. But it's in need of a minor restoration, I'm hoping anyway. I've had a very brief look, but it was very difficult to see anything because it was under tons of stuff. It's taking a bit of pestering.
Anybody puts a hand through anything is going to cost them a lot of money. How are we doing?
Right at the back. No, sorry guys, that way, other way, sorry mate. Now keep going back, that's it. Okay, now steer it round, yeah, full lock. Okay, and then we'll just... Now left, right hand down even. Basically, yeah. So I'm now the proud owner of a Porsche 911 Carrera 1985 whale tail convertible in white. Well, it will be white once I've washed it. Now, I hate cleaning cars, but I must say I'm really looking forward to this, because when you take them from the absolute dirtiest to reasonable, that's the biggest effect you can have. So this is the one time I'm really going to enjoy cleaning a car. So after a quick hose down, I've just got some standard car wash product, and I'm just going to do the rest by hand, just with the sponge. Don't want to use any pressure washers or anything like that at this stage, just want to get a basic clean done. So I think I've got a plan for this now. I've given it a clean on the outside, as you saw. I think I'm going to do the same on the inside, just a basic clean. Kind of allows me to get to know the car a little bit. You know, just giving it a simple wash, you kind of see little bits on the outside that, you know, get familiar with or you didn't know were there. Same with the inside, really. So I'm going to do the same with the inside, take the roof down. It's not an original roof, I've discovered, which I kind of had a feeling it wasn't, but it should be blue as the interior. It needs repairing anyway, so what I'll probably do is try and get a nice replacement, but that's probably much further down the line. So I'm going to do a basic clean inside and see what I discover. So that's it, I've done a inside out clean, just a basic clean. It's really good to do that, I find, because you just find the little bits and bobs. Externally it's really clean, there's a little bit of rust on the bonnet. Internally there's a lot of loose panels, you know, there's nothing seems to be screwed in properly. but generally wear and tear is pretty good for the age, etc. So I think this could be a really, really good car when we finish with it. So that's kind of where I am so far. Next step is I'm going to check the oil, check there's a spark, check there's fuel, and put a battery on it and see what happens. I'm worried about the fact that I think there's an aftermarket alarm on it, immobiliser, and they're notoriously painful to resolve. So we'll see. I have found a few bits in the glove box which look like they are for that immobiliser. Maybe a spare key, so that might save me, because the original key was lost. Okay, so I'm going to get on, order some parts. I've got quite a big list. I want to order all the service parts, etc, etc. And in the next episode we're going to start fitting them and see if we can get this thing running. So see you then.